Now you look at this bark and you think to yourself, well, that's not very shaggy. Well, it's a pretty young specimen for a shagbark hickory, Hickory ovata. Pretty common tree in this part of Kansas. You'll recognize it because it has pinnately compound leaves with exactly 5 leaflets on each leaf. The leaves have teeth on the margins, and the teeth tend to be pretty hairy. They tend to be pretty furry on the underside of the leaf. And they're arranged, as far as the leaves go, alternately on the stem. When it gets older, the bark on this tree will begin to peel and will give it a very shaggy appearance, from which it gets its name. The shagbark, along with other hickories and the large oaks, make up the majority of our forest here around Lawrence. Alright, time for a little review. This giant hardly resembles the small version that we saw earlier. And yet as you come down and you see the pinnately compound leaves, each with 5 leaflets, you can't help but recognize, as the bark gets shaggier and shaggier, that what we have here is a shagbark hickory. Up close you can see that the bark of this Hickory ovata, this shagbark hickory, is indeed peeling, but the tree is not sick. This is a normal part of its maturational process. And you can also see this vine growing up the side, pretty hairy. And you'd say to yourself, well, that must be poison ivy, but if you look carefully, 4 leaves. Perhaps just a bedraggled Virginia creeper growing up the side of this majestic shagbark hickory.